We're here. At this point, being
Yay.
late is the norm, so I don't even know what y'all are mad about. So, hello. Happy Friday. Thank you for everyone who is joining us. KaShay, you're going to have to eat it. You're just going to have to eat it. I'm going to be saying that for the rest of ever. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining us. If you are watching on the replay, hello. If you're live with us now, hello. Smash that like button and ring that bell. Ring that bell. Boom. Y'all, I'm so happy it's Friday. This week has been like, let me give you my worst and then see how you cope with it. But it's Friday. And there's a lily in the valley. And my God is real. Hello. Okay. People in the chat. Deidre, you early. You usually come later. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for joining. Oh, that kind of rhymed. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for joining. I'm going to have all the catchphrases. All of them. All of them. I'm going to have them all. And KaShay won't be able to handle it. It's just going to be one after the other, after the other. That's right. She's like, I have to go. I have to go. Think about this. Because we didn't discuss this when I agreed to be streaming with her. I'm going to have all the catchphrases.
Nah, I didn't want y'all to have to look at me blow my nose. That's all that was. You so silly.
All the catchphrases. We were late. We were talking about this book that everybody reading.
Ooh, I started to blow my nose, and Titan felt the need to come closer, and I was like, "Don't do that. Don't
He feels like you need support, and he just wants you
Don't get up here.
to feel supported.
Yeah, y'all, this book is working the HE double hockey sticks because I know Bree be trying not to cuss on the channel and stuff, so I'll be trying to be honest.
I don't cuss at all. What you mean?
No, I mean like for other people. Like
oh,
I know
you mean
Bree? No. I meant that like you prefer that there's not cussing on your channel because that's not something you do, and so I'm trying to be mindful of that.
Thank you.
Yeah, no.
Thank you.
But y'all, this book, I will never, ever read another book from this author. Because anything that I read after this point will officially be a hate read. It will not be that I'm like looking for anything positive, like I'm looking to obliterate the book, and that's not a positive thing. So I just want to be reading. She got past 3 strikes. No, I guess this is 3 because the first book I liked. So this is strike 3. She's out of there.
Yeah. I'm just really over it. Hi, Sarah. Good morning. I'm just over it, and we'll talk about it during the live stream.
I want y'all to know we desperately added a second buddy read because we were like, this can't be it. This can't be it because we will not have a live. This is the only thing we got to talk about. Like, had a real come to Jesus meeting last night. Like, wait a minute, do we feel the same about this book, right? We do we want to continue? Like, I will say she definitely amped it up in the last 25%, and now I'm like, okay, I just want to see where you gonna go. But outside of that, it's not at all because I'm like, oh my god, I'm rooting for somebody. I'm rooting for the black daddy. That are side characters. I am. I'm rooting for the black boy and the black girl that is from the town that she's in. Outside of them, I don't care what happened to nobody. I care what happened to Sammy. I do care what happened to Sammy. Sammy seems sweet, but outside of that,
Sammy is sweet. I care what happened to Sammy. Listen, I want them to go be with their father.
Yeah,
go be with your father. That's really what I want. And
because I feel like that man will be like, hey, you know what? I guess y'all coming to Japan. And you know what? Black kids need international experiences, so I'm with it.
They will get a solid education. I'm fine with that, as long as they can take the dog.
Right.
Piper's not gonna keep that dog. I'm sorry. Period. Goodbye. Sam, like, I love Sammy and Sunny, the dog. Not Sunny, Buddy. Buddy is literally my favorite character. When he laid down for her in that rain, I said,
"Man, that part.
Everyone has to play their role. Everyone has to play their role. I love Buddy."
He was like, "And you're not gonna touch her." He was growling and everything. I was like, "Yep."
He said, "Hold on, I'm gonna put you down real quick."
I was like, there we go. It makes so much sense.
Where's
So
she
your
at
heart is gonna
again?
be breaking here soon. I'm warning you now. Your heart's gonna be breaking here soon.
Wait. I have a hard limit
So,
against animals dying.
so I don't know. I do not know if he dies, but he is in danger. So I will at least give you that warning. I do not know if he dies because he is not dead where I am in the story. So I'm definitely letting you know that now. And I have not read any reviews, so I don't know if anybody put like a trigger warning for an animal death in there. And if you get to, if that is what happens and you're like, I can't go past this point, I completely respect it. Like,
She better
not
not
like
kill
I
that
wouldn't
dog.
have, not I wouldn't have respected it anyways, but just so that you know, like if that's like, hey, that's the final straw, I'm not reading
Yeah,
past this.
I'm not. She better not kill that dog. We're gonna have real marinated beef if she killed that dog.
You know, I'm already mad that we got black people terrorizing black people and leaving problematic white people alone. Like that already is making my stomach like,
What?
why is this
We
the
have
thing?
to greet the people because we're about to start spoiling stuff. I almost said, why is she even?
Right.
And that would have spoiled it. We have to move on. The point is, we're not
Sorry.
enjoying
Sorry,
ourselves.
y'all. The bottom line is we ain't feeling the book and we'll be reading Bad Witch Burning. So we have something else to talk about. And we've heard very good things about it. So we are feeling
We're
positive
excited for
going
that.
into it. Yes, for sure.
Yes. Excited for that. Let's greet the people. Absolutely the tea, as I sip my black tea, lightly sweetened. Like me, black and lightly sweetened. Lightly. By the Holy Spirit.
So what I heard is there needs to be miraculous spiritual help for you to be sweeter.
Absolutely. Oh.
She said, "Let it not be known. This is God. It is not me." I
Oh yeah.
love it.
Not by might, not by power, by your spirit, God. Send your spirit, God. Yes, indeed. I'm here. Good morning, lovelies.
Nicole.
Good morning, Nicole. Everyone greet each
Her
other in the chat. We love to see it.
her and Bree had a live for the Uncle Rick read along last night. It was funny as usual.
Well,
They're hilarious when they get
what
together.
I'm waiting for is an Uncle Rick Presents readathon. So, like, you're
They
doing
were
the
talking
first
about it. They were talking about it last night. Like
Tristan
after they get
Strong.
through this one, they're going through the next one. Yeah, I'm excited.
Justice for Tristan. I'm reading Tristan. I'm reading number 1 right now, and Hi Tia. I'm loving all of the Black folklore. I'm loving that we're meeting. Wow, all the characters just flew from my mind. I blame White Smoke. I'm loving that we're reading so many like folklore characters that I've heard. That we meet Brer Rabbit, that we meet Brer Fox briefly, that we hear about Brer Bear. And Brer Rabbit is salty. I'm like, you're annoying me. You're annoying. Be nice to my Tristan. Be nice to my
I
Tristan.
feel like isn't Brer Rabbit a trickster though? It's
Yes.
been a
So
long
at that,
time since I've read it. Like I was
yeah.
legitimately a child, but I was like, isn't he a trickster? So like, tricksters try to teach you lessons in very annoying and unorthodox ways. So at least he's staying on brand. At least there's that.
Well, he's salty at Tristan for like, the whole punching the hole in the sky thing, which I'm like, can we not get over? Can we not get over? It was first of
Oh,
all,
okay. So you pulling a China McClain? I mean, this guy needed a hole in it. Like he was doing the world a favor type. Okay, I see.
don't you need air? Don't you need? I just gave you another air hole. What's the issue? What's the legitimate issue? But the real thing is, it was an accident. It was an accident, and it wasn't his fault. It was high key Gum Baby's fault. Gum Baby is the best annoying sidekick you're ever gonna have, but it was her fault. So I don't know why we're mad at Tristan for protecting what was his when Gum Baby's over here doing a sloppy job, stealing from him, stealing his dead best friend's journal that was left to him. Oh, he was gonna let you take it for just craps and giggles. He was just gonna let you take it away. No, of course he wasn't. He was defending himself. He smashed the bottle. How was he to know the bottle was gonna release a hand, crack a hole in your sky in an alternate reality? Not his fault. Not his fault. I mean, if you want the sky safe, lock it up.
Okay, so
Deidre loves your earrings. We have to move on.
thank you. As long as you know that's not a rational thought, I'm fine.
Oh no, it is. It is. Hi, Erin. Good morning. Yes, Uncle Rick next year. Good.
I'm excited.
Good. I'm loving all of the gods and mid pass. It's so good. It's so good. Good morning, Alicia. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know the last name. I would be guessing. I would guess Abruzzese.
I was gonna say Abruzzese, but listen, I'm from Arkansas.
So,
I need you to transfer my head and not my heart. I was just gonna say Alicia, keep pushing.
Right. No, I'm with you. I'd say the same thing. Hey, Alicia.
Hi. Good morning. We're glad you're here. That's all I'm saying. Can we let it go? He didn't know. And in the meantime, y'all have been getting closer than ever to this camaraderie of hardship. You're welcome. Friends, you're welcome. Get off my boy's neck. That's all I have to say. You do, absolutely. You need air. Right.
I wasn't slandering Tristan. I just
said, Rare Rabbit is slandering Tristan.
Okay. I was like,
and I was like, stop it.
Tristan. I don't know Tristan. Tristan sound like, he grew up where I grew up. You take my stuff, I get my stuff back. I understand that logic. And I'm not gonna lie, you take something that somebody that I love died for me.
Oh yeah.
Violence being a part of the equation is your fault, not mine.
Literally, I'm like, what are we saying here? Brer, take a pill. Take a chill.
Right, because Arkansas is in Kansas. I know because that's where my family's from. Arkansas City, Kansas. It is a place. It does exist. It is a real space.
It's
but
just
Arkansas
not a state.
Is a different one. Right.
I appreciate that early in the Friday morning. Late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn it around. That would have been me if I was listening to White Smoke last night. I would have had to take it way back and go late in the midnight hour. Turn on the gospel.
If I hadn't got to where you were just at, like that's what, like legit, I was like, oh, okay, now it's a party. Now I'm interested.
KaShay, I've had a thought.
Okay.
You know what we should do? We should try to read. Like we have the rest of the year to try to figure it out, but we should definitely try to read like Black boy fantasies next year.
I'm with it because I'm really tired of these Black girls. I'm sorry. Like they making me real upset. Like, dang, is this what y'all think of Black girls? Because these are not Black girls I'd hang out with. Like,
I definitely remember. Well, no, that was a Black boy, but I remember an article that Vina linked in our Reddit conversation about Black romance as interracial romance as Black erasure, and she was saying that what's her name? It's the author that wrote Dragons in a Bag. Oh, what is her name? It's a middle grade. What's her name? Zetta Elliott. Zetta Elliott wrote an article called like No More Black Beckys. Good morning, Tanise. Oh, I was close. Cool. So Zetta Elliott wrote an article called No More Becky Books or something like that. And essentially she was doing a critique of Dear Martin by Nick Stone. And after I read it, I was like, all those things are true. Now, I gave Dear Martin a 5 out of 5. And after reading that review, I was like, that needs to be docked at least a star. And I do have questions for Nick Stone because I think that Elliot asks good questions that deserve answers. They're not like coming for Nick's neck. They're not standing on her neck because, we don't slander Black women. But they are good questions where I'm like, and you've been about having 2 Black sons. I'm like, why would you write that?
Because I already had feelings about her. So, like,
your channel should really be called Shay Be Knowing. Right? Right. It was a good article.
yeah, I just it doesn't I to me it really doesn't make sense to me how so many people that come from black mamas and black daddies and marry black men and have black boys write so negatively and put these black men in such negative spaces and have them be so negative. I will say the best part of White Smoke for me is the positive representation between Yusuf and Erica. Because outside of the family, they're the only black characters you get time with in the
Mm.
story. And legitimately, they the only thing keeping me reading the story. You're childish, Titan. You really are. That was super childish. You should see the way. So, like, you know how like you look at somebody like that's
Yes.
legit how he looking at me like that. Like,
Does he need to use the bathroom?
nah, no, that is
He
not
sounds
what
so
this is.
pressed.
This is totally an attention thing. Totally an attention thing. Cause now they running around playing. It was you gonna look at me now? Oh, okay. I just wanted to
I
see.
just wanted to check in with you.
I just wanted to make sure you saw that I was sitting over here. Cause it looks like you're paying attention to a computer.
Oh, it's a consistent thing. Titan being childish. Oh
I
yeah.
think he don't like when I'm on the computer in the bed because he can't get up here and like get in front of the camera and do stuff.
He was like, "You're so far. We're in the no-fly zone. Come down here."
And he said, "Oh, are y'all reading White Smoke?"
Oh, you could tell just from the talk. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. So if you haven't read Zeta Elliott's memoir of Becky books, it's good.
I'm
She's
definitely
basically
gonna look it
talking
up
about
on the
negative
screen.
representation of black girls in these contemporary books. Like, why are you continuing to put black boys with white girls? And then literally, like in Dear Martin, Manny, Justice's friend, Justice is the protagonist. He's like, low key, like black girls scare me. Like he was going to Morehouse next and like for school. And he was like, I don't know how I'm gonna deal with Spelman being right next to it because black girls scare me. They got the attitude, they snap their fingers and roll their necks. And he says something about his cousins who are black girls. And it's just like, I honestly don't know how I missed it, except for that I was just trying to get through that book. Like I was like, I don't like contemporary books. I don't like contemporary books that deal with like police brutality. But I was like, I need to read a Nick Stone book. I want to like know a bit about her before like I have this lecture with her. So I just read it. But like, as I was reading the article, I was like, he sure did say that. And I don't actually know that I didn't have a reaction when I read it, but if I don't take notes on a book when I'm reading it, all bets are off for me remembering all the little things that annoyed me. It's just going to
Yeah.
be overall what was my experience. And if in the end I'm like, well, the premise was nice. All right, cool. Like you did your thing. The writing wasn't bad. Fine. But like, that's why I don't like give a lot of reviews because I'm not really a great reviewer. If we have conversation, then things will come out. But like writing a concise review where I'm like really being careful of all the things, it's like that would take extensive notes, and I don't have it. But yeah, no, like definitely there were some things in that article and in that book that I'm like questions need to be answered. So
And that makes me even. So here's the thing: didn't you go to Spelman? Like, why would you
she
even
did,
write that in
she
there?
did. I don't
Why
know.
would
That's why I'm like I
you?
just have
And here's
questions.
my thing: is it because you were scared of boys in Morehouse, so you were gonna write that fear into your character?
That's
Because
what they want, Aaron. You want something
no,
easy to
that
control.
is the truth. Like that's the truth. Like here's the thing: I'm not. I have never met a black man who describes why he's with a white woman and it does not partially come down to what they allowed them to do. Every single time. She don't trip when I do this. I don't have to explain myself when I do this. Like did it like every single time there is some version of that. And as someone whose best friend is Caucasian and who is dating a black man, the other part of it that bothers me is when white girls let black dudes get away with stuff they would never let a white man get away with. Like they both have completely different standards for dating in their own race, and it's just, I don't get it. I don't, because
You
black
mean
or
your
white,
white best friend is dating a black man?
yeah, and they've been together for years, but she's putting up with stuff from him that she would have never put up with from a white dude. I know because I've seen it, and I'm just like, I mean, girl, I
Why?
guess.
At that point, I'm like, why though? What's in it for you as a white woman dating a black man? You're taking all this stuff. So, like, what you want must be greater than the nature of this man because this is not a good man.
So
And you're
no,
staying with him
remember,
anyway. So,
it's
why?
not like he's not a bad man. So it's not that.
Okay,
It's just stuff that I know you wouldn't have let a white dude get away with, which I have seen you not let a white dude get away with. You let a black man get away with it. That was the point. So not like it is that. It is exactly that, Aaron. They be spoiling them. Exactly. It's exactly that.
Salter.
Not either.
Salter coming in high.
Exactly.
I'm not built for paying spousal support to an F6, but if they're enjoying the ride, kudos to them.
Right.
My heart isn't that strong. What is an F6? Should I know what that is? I can't see your face. Don't turn away.
No, I'm looking at the keyboard to look and see if it like is over the letter that I thought it was over.
Oh,
But
what
I
is an
don't know.
F6?
That I don't know. I don't know. I was
Okay, I'm
making
like, is
it
this
up.
obvious? Am I
I
missing
was
something? Should I be trying to sound it out?
no.
Okay, yeah, I'm not built for spousal support to any grown adult, please. If a man will not work, huh? The Bible said neither should he eat.
But
Okay.
but I feel like that's the other part that people don't pay attention to with spousal support. Spousal support 9 times out of 10 don't have to do with the other person not working. It has to do with them being used to a specific lifestyle that they've gotten accustomed to because they're with you and you've been
Exactly.
providing that. And so to put them in a position where they wouldn't have that lifestyle when you made them accustomed to it is definitely not the best situation.
Oh
It's white and color
wow.
code. Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, I thought it was
Y'all
so
be
like
slick with it.
the big S. I was like, wait a minute, yeah,
Y'all is so slick with it.
I
Yeah, I
can't.
don't know what this need for control. I'm like, y'all need to go talk to someone. Why you need control? Why
Right,
don't
because
you
I
want
feel like
partnership?
people don't understand that being dominant and having control over someone are not the exact same thing at all.
And there are different ways to be dominant. Like
Right.
there's domineering
Yeah.
dominance, and then there's like there is a
Respectful, I'm gonna lead the way type dominance.
right.
Like
There's respectful, solid leadership, competent leadership.
right.
Bind that in the name of Jesus,
Right.
please.
Because exactly that's how I feel about the couple in white smoke. Like y'all not even equally yoked. Like this whole relationship don't make no sense to me.
Can we talk
Like
about equally
I
yoked? No, we can't. Shay, we're having the book talk now. It's happening now.
okay, sorry. I told see, but I did tell people when I tweeted last night and this morning, like y'all gonna get to get live reactions to my feelings about this book because people been messaging me on Twitter like I am dying at your live tweets about this book, and it's just like y'all.
I don't know why you're not putting them in a thread. You keep doing individual tweets. I'm like,
So
they're
no,
not.
I have been doing better. Shut up. I did. Last night everything was in a thread. I don't know how to work Twitter. Shut up. Y'all hear how she talked to me? I don't know. I ain't even put it in there. Like, stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
So what I know is you're sensitive about that because I said 2 words and you shut up.
You said like a whole 3 sentences. Shut
I
up.
did not. People on the replay, what? Catch my receipts. I did not.
I feel like in basic English when you're in elementary school, it's like a sentence is like 5 to 7 words. And I feel like you said like
Hold on.
15,
Hold
15
on.
to 21 words. So I got where I got.
Hold on, my critique partner. No, you didn't just say in English and pre-K or whatever they taught us that sentences 5 to 7 words. You know good and darn well.
You know.
And on that note, Salter said there are just as many black women who are comfortable being submissive if that's the yin yang, but folks they color struck. Exactly.
That part, exactly. People stay color.
100%.
That's such a big deal. That and then
Right.
the thing is like here's the thing is we have been put there have been false narratives pushed on us about interracial dating for so long now that everybody's perception of it and what it truly is and what is really happening in our country as far as black people go is wrong. Like so many black women are, well, black men only want to date white women. There's no evidence of that. There's no evidence that the majority of them do. Like, but that's the thought. Or, well, a white man is gonna treat me better, and it's like, but there's no evidence of that either. And it's like just being
None.
financially taken care of is does not necessarily mean better. Like there is just so much that like the conversation is just it's never about how that partner uplifts you and makes you better. It's just
Right.
all about how that partner isn't black. And for white black men and black women in that context, it just for me, it makes me not even cool with the idea of wanting to do it for myself because of how I see y'all praise these people. Like it is totally an anti-black thing and not a I love this person for how they love me. And it's just it's a no for me.
Well,
If
I
I
do
gotta
see
be
some black women
anti-black,
say he
yeah,
treats me better, like that black men dogged her out and that this white man worships the ground she walks on. So I do hear those narratives. So it's not like I only hear them be like, well, as long as he's not white. Because typically, if anyone gonna go hard for black men, it's black women. I know more than one black woman who was like, I'm trying to wait on my black man, even though they could absolutely get with a white man quick. But she was like, I want a black family and I want black children. So, yes, there are some women who are like, he just not black because they're done with it. But there are a lot of black women who are like, I'm trying to wait for them to get their act together, but et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
yeah. I'm definitely one of those black women that while I wait, I'm not settling for anything in that in between time that could possibly mess up that thing I'm waiting for. Like it's not a thing. I'm
Yeah,
not
I mean, if
doing
you don't want to marry, I don't know why you would date someone who you know you don't want to marry. That doesn't
people
make
do
any sense to me.
people do it like back to Aaron's cousins. These same cousins do plan to have kids with black women, so you want a family with black women, but like you're dating Caucasian women. Like it
You're not
don't
gonna bring that caucasity to a black woman. That's what you. That's why you're not with her right now because you know it's not gonna fly. So I don't know why you even spoiling yourself. Ridiculous. Hey, Emma Ray. So Will Smith prefer black women. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't feel a way about dating other brown
minorities. Yeah.
minorities. Yeah,
I only feel a way about it if I feel like it's rooted in anti-blackness. That's
right.
it. Like
So I
legitimately,
said specifically like brown minorities. Like if you got some melanin in you, we both brown. I don't feel away. If you're white passing, I'm like, let's have a conversation. I need to see how comfortable you are being white adjacent.
yeah. Yeah, and I'm honestly I'm not I feel like the person that I am, I would have too much general love and respect to put somebody who isn't black through a relationship with me because it would be mentally unhealthy for you and it would be my fault and I
Wait, someone
respect
who isn't black or someone who's white?
somebody who isn't black like in general
So you would
because
dog a Latino man?
I wouldn't dog, but like here, my thing is that for me, because so much of being a minority in America is also rooted in your proximity to whiteness.
100%. That's why I was
Like,
like, if they're like white presenting, I'm like, we got to question that as well.
right. And so there are white presenting Latino men. So again, for me, it's like I know me and I know that I'm a lot for the black man that I'm with how I like vocal I am and the things that I say and the stuff that I believe and the things that like we get into arguments or debates about. Because
Mm,
like for me, like I believe that there are more racist people in this country than not. And his belief is that there aren't. And my thing is I think that you believe that they're like the number that you say that you believe are racist in this country is based off of intent and people's heart. And for
mm.
me, racism is not an intent and heart thing. You can be racist and not know you're being racist. Ignorance of the racism you're perpetrating does not make you not racist in my book. Just like
Mm-hmm.
ignorance of the law does not make you not a criminal in America. Just because you don't know it's a law, if you break it, you still going to jail and you still paying the time for
You're
doing
going
it.
to
So
find out. I think, Sarah, that it's different with for in African countries. Like black people, like black Americans move differently because I think I and let me know what you think, Cash. But I just think that Black Americans move differently in dating than
Well, because
Africans.
Black Americans move differently because we've been in a country where
Right,
you gotta move differently, right? Like
right. So
we're
I'm
not
like,
in a country where 99% of the people in the country look like us. Like,
right. So I was reading Aaron's, but yeah.
no,
So
I was saying
that doesn't
yeah.
surprise me, Sarah.
Right,
That doesn't
right.
surprise
No,
me
so
at
I
all.
completely understand that. And low key, they'd be like, dang, that's probably why I just need to move to Africa.
You know,
I just
because the odds are just not in our favor here. Although you got a boyfriend, I don't know what you're talking about right now. I need to move to Africa.
right. I'm just saying. I just saying in
Just do some
general.
research, choose a country. Get ready for a blog of me choosing an African country, y'all.
You know, Black Americans are still marrying majority Black folk. That's why I was saying the rhetoric we've been given for the
Right.
past few years is like, oh, everybody will be mixed and everybody it won't be, and there won't be any white people and da da da. Like that's not
Yeah.
going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Mm.
Yeah, no, and I feel like that's a big part of it too. Is
That's the thing.
there's so much back and forth between how light skinned Black women and dark skinned Black women are treated.
Right.
Like they're both fetishized in different ways,
Right.
and like it's a lot.
It's hard out here for a pimp. Can we just say that? Like it's hard.
It's a lot. It's a lot. That's the truth. Um, but I feel like I said, like for me, I just know that I'm super duper pro Black. And I know that if you're not Black, that's gonna get real hard to deal with. Like that's
And
just the
I
truth.
think it depends because if you're with a Latino man, for instance, like if you're dating someone from the PR from the DR, they are
They're
also
probably gonna be Afro Latina, so like they're gonna understand.
exactly something like they're real into their people, so they're not gonna be like,
But
I'm
they're still
tired of
Black.
you.
But they're still Black. So to me, like that's an ethnic difference, not a
Okay,
racial difference.
okay. Well, listen, then go ahead.
Right. I
Talk
mean, I
about
ain't
my
gonna
girl.
lie, Afro Latino would be perfect because your girl been trying to perfect her Spanish for since like second grade, and it still
Not
ain't
the
there. So
boyfriend lurking, getting worried.
he not. He knows. One, he knows. Like I get irritated with people way too much. Like
You
we
ain't got
were
the
having
patience
a
to leave me.
conversation yesterday, and I got up and I walked out the room, and he was like, "So you can't say you done with the conversation?" I was like, "Well, technically, I did before I turned around to start back in the conversation, but my back hurts, so I'm just gonna lay here and stare at the ceiling till I calm down." He's like, "Well, I'm gonna let you know I'm going to go walk the dogs because that's what adults do," and I was like.
Congratulations on being an adult. I feel like you would be the pettiest person to argue with. I'm just gonna say that with my full chest.
But like 26 minutes later, when he brought the dogs back, I was like, okay, so here's where I think we got off track in the conversation. And this is what I think I understand. So does this make more sense now? Okay, we're good. Your girl just gotta walk away sometimes and like relax.
Listen,
Like,
sometimes we have to.
yeah.
Black person, because I was
Yeah,
super
no.
militant in high school.
Yeah. Like I am my grandmother's daughter. Like she definitely raised me to be this militant. And no lie, every time I brought a white dude home to her, like as soon as they left, she was like, that's not gonna last, right?
She
Like,
said I was cute and I was nice to them, but
that's not like
my dad definitely. So I wasn't super militant when I was in high school, and then I went to college, which was a PWI. And you just have to have a different awareness about yourself when you're in those mega white spaces because you gotta be aware of the schemes and you gotta take care of yourself. So when I came home, he was like, "You came back soul sister number one."
oh,
So that's what he started calling me. He was like, "All right, soul sister number one." What do you have to say? Like he expected it to be a critique every single time. But I was like, but I want you to look for the lie.
right.
Let's
And
where's wrong for the lie and we'll go from there.
I will say because I like to make this clarification so that people understand. I don't ever feel that children of interracial relationships dating either person is an interracial relationship. Like it always makes sense to me. Like when Tamara married the husband that she married, it made sense. You grew up with a white father. Like
Right.
it makes sense. Like, and you respect your father, and your father,
Right.
for all intents and purposes, was a good
Your
father.
first love.
Right. So I completely understand that. So I always feel like those situations make sense, and those don't ever make me feel any type of way, because hardly ever in those situations do I feel like I don't understand the logic or the way that the situation works. Because in the other ones, it's just like I want
I
y'all to
like
love
Tamara.
yourself. It made sense for that. It did. It made perfect. Like I feel like the only reason people were surprised is because on the only way you could have been surprised is if you only watched the show Sister Sister. Because if you only watch the show Sister Sister, you do get the impression that Tamara is the blacker twin for like at
I
least
didn't
the
get that
first.
impression from Sister Sister, but also I wasn't paying attention to that because I didn't know when I was watching Sister Sister as a kid that they were mixed.
So
I
I
didn't
didn't
know.
know their brother was mixed until he became an adult. Like when they were children, because of the way the show was set up, like I
Mm-hmm.
knew the girls were adopted and their hair gave it away. But
He had
Taj, the
very curly
smart guy, he didn't lighten up till he became an adult because he was definitely that yellow boy, not that mixed yellow. Like
hair. I watched their reality show. Yeah, I didn't. I didn't. I did it. I really didn't see them again after Sister Sister because I mean, I was into. I don't know if you can see my Inuyasha shirt. I was into anime and fantasy. So I didn't like. I was watching Charmed after school.
yeah, no, I watched a lot of Tia and Tamara.
If you interact with her real self for a couple of seconds, you know exactly what her
Right,
feelings are.
exactly. Right. Like when she's not acting, you just see it like you knew. And it's
Well, I
funny.
watched the real. I love Tamara. I love her spirit. I think it is so bright. Like whenever I say "Happy Friday," that's exactly the way she says it on the real. I love her energy. I think it's just really,
Nah,
really
she's
bright and happy.
definitely right. I remember feeling so bad watching them talk about like the way people dealt with them getting married, and just watching Tamara just cry about people like you're not black and da, 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 like all these things.
Yeah.
And I just remember being like, how y'all missed that her daddy looked like her husband? Like not they look alike, but that they are
Right.
like
Right.
y'all. It doesn't make sense. Every little girl that grows up with her father is given the impression or the belief that the man should be like her father, should
Right.
make her feel like her father feels. I don't understand why y'all missed that.
I really. Yeah. I don't know when I realized that they were mixed, but it took a while. Like I
Right.
said, they came like I really hadn't seen them since Disney. I saw them on Sister Sister and I saw them in Twitches, but I didn't. And maybe it was Twitches where I realized that they were mixed. Maybe not. I really didn't think much about um mixed kids when I was growing up. That just wasn't a thing that I considered. If you looked black, I was like, okay, yeah, they're black. Unless I saw a white parent come in, and they had black parents on Sister Sister. Not that we saw their biological parents, but like for me, two black parents, cool, okay. And I don't even know. Maybe in Twitches, I was even like, I guess they're light enough to play mixed. Like I don't know that I really like believed that they were mixed. Oh my gosh, that's so terrible.
Yeah.
Because that's your whole husband. Like y'all, see, leave me
Right.
alone.
Right. And that's
No.
like again, that's why it's like again, the back to the number one thing. If y'all have ever watched a live or been on my channel, I don't want to be famous. Because what you're not gonna do is talk to me like that. You're not. You're not. Because that's why you think you can. I completely agree with Salters on that.
Wouldn't care either way about being interracial in a relationship.
About like wouldn't care about like who you're dating or why you're dating or anything like that. It's just there's a few people that are really loud, and
Yeah.
because we're not loud because we don't care, like
Right.
that's your personal business. Who you marry, who you lay with, that is your private personal business. It don't have nothing to do with me.
Not at all. You're not with me, so go about your business.
Right.
Like if you're not in my business, I don't really care.
Right. If you're happy, I'm 100% with it.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I feel like it's that TikTok sound where it's like all these different people yelling about their relationships, and I'd rather be with a black woman because it is. I'd rather be with a white woman because it is. Or Latino woman or this. And at the end, black women are just under it like, we do not care.
Right, like it's fun. Like all I care about are people being happy and their happiness not infringing on somebody else's right to live and be happy.
The end.
Like that's it. That's completely it.
The end. Because you're at the end of the day, as my father would say, your rights end where my rights begin. You can do whatever you want to do, but what you cannot do is infringe upon my rights by taking liberties.
Right.
As long as you're not doing that, I don't care what you do or who you laying up on. That's between you and the good Lord.
Right. Right. My only request is if you are with somebody that is black, stand up for black people.
That's it.
That's it.
Don't be over here eating my black food, my
seasoning. Stand up for Asian people. You with somebody that's Hispanic or Latinx or Latinx.
Have your partner's back all the time in every scenario.
That's the one person that should
have their whole back. Oh my gosh.
Right. See, and that's the other part. Like that's the other part of these black books that I hate is that like when it's black people make fun of me and black people tease me. Black people make fun and tease everybody.
And so does everybody else.
Everybody, right? Like I don't.
And so do white people and Latino people and Asian people. Like kids make fun of other kids. Let's not act like it's a race thing.
Right.
It's a thing that children do. You know, that's a good analogy. I shall read it. Analogy by Sir Salter, EA. I was sitting at a bus stop one day and a crackhead walked by and said, "Hey, Mr. Ugly Man, your bus is coming." I didn't get in the mirror and question if I was suddenly that point blank ugly.
Here's also my thing.
Wait, I gotta finish the sermon. But if some crazy person comes for an interracial couple, they do a lot, with that experience. Oh,
they do.
It's good. Did you see the parallel? Don't miss your shout. It was good. KaShay, go ahead.
I was gonna say also, here's the thing. I wish people would stop acting like ugly don't exist. Like everybody get mad at that, and it's like, here's the thing. Everything ain't pretty to everybody.
No, that's true.
Like that's just true. You're gonna be ugly to somebody. That's going to be a thing. Ugly is a perspective.
That's you just hate to hear it, but that's
ugly. But I think Kelly's prettier. That is my perspective. You'll get a lot of people who'll be like, "You wrong," and I'll be like, "Y'all a lie." But there's that. So like ugly.
Now you're a liar, and that's that. Listen.
And here's my other thing. If we're gonna be honest,
ugly baby.
I was an ugly baby. I was a hideous baby. I saw a newborn first few weeks picture of myself and was like, "Whoo, God is a miracle worker." Yes. Yes. Because your girl knows she's not ugly now. But
amen.
There's a thing called a glow up. It happened.
It's true.
It happened. And I saw a picture and it was like an old picture of Doja Cat and a new picture of Doja Cat. And it was like, some of y'all not ugly. The budget just ain't there. And I will agree with that as well. Like, I just wish you would stop.
Listen, he said if you had more resources.
Right. Because for most people, what nobody checking for Kylie Jenner before them surgeries. She had surgeries, lip plumps, all these things, and all of a sudden, Kylie's goals. Girl, since when? You was not thinking about Kylie last year. Stop it.
Those kind of resources, nah.
I'm saying I wouldn't put my resources there. All I'm saying is some people just have a lack of funding. That's what it is.
If that shows up in a book, don't even get at me.
Oh, it probably I've already, so there are things I've said in my college years that are definitely going in my books. Like, I was
Not
having
a
a
tense
conversation with my
situation.
sister, and we were like at a table talking about like this girl who was ugly and she was being mean. And I was like, here's the thing. I personally don't believe that if you are ugly, you have the right to be mean to people. You need to pick a struggle, pick a lane. You can't be ugly and mean. You gotta be
That's
ugly and nice. I don't care. Like, the truth is, there are things you're not going to accept from certain people. Y'all know you let an ugly person do you know, like, it's the truth. Y'all tell me I'm lying, right? Tell me I'm lying.
I
Tell
don't
me
want
I'm
to do
lying.
this. I don't want to do this with you.
I'm just saying.
You got people spitting out coffee. It's a hazardous.
I'm just saying. I was taught to pick a struggle, pick a lane. That's all I'm saying.
Not you over here talking about you can't be ugly and also other negative things.
You
Listen,
can't. You gotta pull it together. I'm just saying.
Emma Ray, who said that?
The way
Emma
see, so when I
Ray.
say the way I hollered, y'all, that's what literally happens in real life. Like she just said. So okay, all right. Okay? Is this a safe space?
I don't know. I
Is this a
don't
safe
know.
space?
I don't know. What are you
I
going to
don't know if
say?
this is. I'll just tell Britt later. I don't know. It's just because
I
I don't hurt nobody feelings, but I definitely had a college moment very similar to
I
okay.
don't know. Why are we in? Y'all are childish.
Yeah, it's funny. I know Zay was
Not
talking
a
about.
quadratic
Right.
equation.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Emma Ray, who told you that? Not told you, because I know ain't no one said that to you. Otherwise, dropping Addy. But where did you hear that from? Not Aaron said it's safe. Aaron said, I want to know.
Is it safe? It's safe. Okay,
I
y'all.
don't
Okay.
know. Listen, take your life into your own hands, but if someone pop off, I got your back.
Okay, so I will admit, I told y'all in my undergraduate years, KaShay
That
was
you were mean.
she was a mean thug, and like she was coming for any bully that came for anybody, right? So y'all know I'm chocolate, and I live in a very color conscious state. And so there was this biracial girl who decided to, do one of those, blacker than an oil spill and, can't see you at night, without, a good thing you brush your teeth because they white and we'd see them at night and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, if you don't leave me alone, I'm going to get really mean. And she continued. And so I said, but girl, your eyes are as dark as brown as mine, and your hair is just like mine. I personally feel like you were a waste of a good nut in a white woman. You didn't come out with pretty hair or pretty eyes. And I walked off. And that was that. Like, leave me alone. I asked you to leave me alone. So again, was that nice? It was not nice. Was I wrong? Completely wrong. Should have left that girl's parents out of it, but she should have left me out of it, and she didn't. So I've been delivered. I don't do stuff like that no more. But like,
Lord, we thank you for being a waymaker, a miracle
hey,
walker, a promise keeper, and a light in the darkness. Because we know could no one straighten out some of our crooked hearts except in you, Lord.
yeah, at all. She shouldn't have came for me, y'all. I see y'all emojis. She was. Now I said, like, I just wish you would stop. Like, I just.
Oh, hold on. I just have to go. Nah, thank you for that sermon. Salter said, looking forward to that. Yo, as soon as Shay gets published, if ever her name comes out, start your clocks. It's just a matter of time for someone to say something crazy to Shay. People say crazy things to authors all the time. It happens. But they're not going to say it to Shay and there not be a reaction. So definitely set your
like
clock.
no, like I was like legit when Paul was here yesterday. I was like, so how do you think I should have a conversation? Because like I feel like when I get agent, I want to be like, here's why I don't want anyone to know it's me, because I'm not gonna be polite. Like the first, you need to the bad stuff they sent to that tennis player and stuff. The first one I get, y'all gonna remember that I went to school to be a hacker, because pulling up the Addy and just being like, so why can't we do nothing? Because this is a physical threat at this point. I'm protecting myself. Like, so it's in your best interest to make sure I remain anonymous, because we both want to keep getting checks. So I just feel like I need an agent who's like, your identity will never get out. See, that's all we need. That's all we need. Because as soon as it do, because then people gonna Google and be like, ooh, who she related to, and this where she come from, and yeah, it is. So you better check what you just read. Did you read it correctly? Because I think it said everybody was from there. So if everybody from there and I'm the only one that didn't go, it means I'm a little slicker than everybody else, is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Please find your mama and play with her.
Cause I will smooth pull a Lacey and play with your mama. Ho, don't play with me. Like I'll pull one of those real fast. Like,
you want to talk about code switching? When he goes from the per my previous email to go ahead and drop that Addy,
right?
Y'all ain't gonna be ready for that code switch.
And here's the thing: I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna tell you to drop the Addy. I'm just gonna go get it my dang self.
She like, said, you don't know I'm coming, but when you hear that good
like, I don't know if y'all, was it not the Marshall Mathers LP? There's like, no, Kamikaze. There's a there is a like interlude of Eminem leaving a voicemail with his agent. And he's going off about a dude making a comment on his song. And he was like, is it my fault you're so stupid that you don't know that this is a rhyme and this. And he's like going off, but he's like, but it's okay, because I got his address, and all you hear in the background of the voicemail is turn right here. Your destination is on the left. And I was like, I felt that in my soul. Like, talk that talk. You're only doing it because I'm famous. Because if I live next door, you'd keep your mouth shut because you'd be scared. Stop it. Stop it.
Self-esteem, my family got to take 2 steps back. You don't want to be near this.
Because I told, like, I've already said, like, I don't want my family, like, drawn into the stories or anything, or people like, oh, she wrote this because of this, or da-da-da. Like, I don't want, see, you're attacking
me! Titan! And all you see is his big head.
I feel like nobody wants to see you, buddy.
Titan said, your time is up. Come love me.
Okay, all right. See, that I told y'all he just be doing. Oh, and now Cleo's on the bed. Y'all know. See.
She said, well, if Titan can, then I guess we're
right. Oh yeah, no, she'd definitely be like, if he can do it, I can do it. For sure. But I feel like we're almost an hour in and ain't done one sprint, and I know that it is totally my fault. I apologize.
It's really White Smoke's fault.
It is.
That's how this all started.
Because that's how not happy we are to have to jump back into this. So we have been avoiding.
That's what we're reading. It's about to have to be pushed play. So let's go ahead and read. Y'all, the first question is simply, what you reading?
Aaron, that part. That's how I knew my best friends were my best friends, because they all talked about, I keep a little bail money for you, because I feel like, I don't ever want you to get locked up and we can't get you out. And
we can't get you out. We can't get to you.
Man.
Listen, someone got to have it on hand.
Thank you.
Someone got to have it on hand. All right, people. It's an Ashley from Bookish Rose. Listen, Ashley, if you come see this, we didn't say it. Aaron did.
We didn't at all. We love you, Ashley.
had her on when Black women speak. It was quite a joy, a pleasure and a privilege. Happy to have you. Not is that my money. Where's it come from? Whose is this? Leave me here. Okay. All right, cool. Let's get into this good old 30 minutes. We're going to go ahead and skip the 20 warmed up. So in 3, 2, 1, y'all turn them pages. All right, people. How did y'all do in that sprint? Sorry, I forgot to remind y'all about the boom. I was too into editing my query letter for Pitch Wars. Um, okay. How did y'all do? I was reading a bit more of um my stress ball. I've been bouncing and staying against the walls for weeks now at this point. Um, how stressed are you? But yeah, so I read a little bit more of White Smoke. I got to the part that Shay said would annoy me, and it did indeed annoy me. You're not gonna tell me that this stepfather who has been on my neck since I met him loves me. And then for you to pop back and say, well, you have a funny way of showing your love for him as well. I don't have a funny way of showing my love for him. I don't love him. I never professed to. And I never heard him say that he loved me until you're telling me right now. Never have we seen this man say or show love for this 16, 17-year-old girl. What we have heard is tolerance, and barely that. He loves his biological daughter. That is very clear. He is showing no love for this protagonist, and that the mother is over here pleading his case. I think Fantasia said it best. If you gonna be a man, hey, then be a man. Cause if you can't, baby, I can and I will. So figure it out. Which one of us gonna be the man of the house? You're not gonna send me to tell my daughter that you love her and you don't want her to go when your treatment of her is the reason she wants to go. Y'all need to work that out between yourselves. And I'll be there to mediate and to make her feel comfortable. But I'm not going to go convince my daughter that you love her. It should never have been in question. So if it is in question, that's for you to clear out, not for her. So I don't like that. And honestly, I turned the book down and started working on my pitch wars query. And then I just paused it because I was like, Tiffany, I need a break. We need space. We need space. Question number 1. What you reading?
I'm reading so many things.
Yo, my volume is up so loud. It was at 100%. Your voice just scared the crap out of me. And so did that bomb, even though I was looking at it go off. It's fine. I just didn't know that my volume was up so loud or when that happened. Go on. What you reading?
Oh dang, did I scare Aaron too? I'm sorry. Or was that about the bomb? I'm sorry.
Probably about the bomb. It was, yeah, probably about the bomb.
Okay. So I'm reading quite a few books. So before I started White Smoke because it came out, I was reading Redemptor and I was loving it. So can't wait to go back to that.
Oh, you
Um
stopped in the middle.
Not in the middle. I don't think I'm in the middle. I think I'm still at the beginning. I think I'm maybe like a
Oh,
half or two in. So
well, that'll definitely make you feel better. So
yeah.
you got
No,
some good books
I
to cleanse your palate.
yeah. And then I don't know if this is gonna be a palate cleanser, but she says that she thinks I'm gonna like it. And the title already has me intrigued. But I got from the library butter honey pig bread, which was recommended to me by and Jerry from Onyx Pages, and she has yet to recommend something to me that I haven't liked. So I'm
Okay,
like following
come
this
through,
favorite.
and Jerry.
I like she introduced me to Dr. Okorafor, and you know how I feel about the
It's been
codicils.
one ever since.
It's been the one, and I'm excited because she has an adult book coming out.
Really?
I think it's next month, and it's like similar type of things, and so I'm excited to read it.
I need to get into her. I started reading Akata Witch, but then I didn't. I'm a heavy mood reader, y'all.
Yeah,
It's
no,
always
I
been my
definitely
downfall.
understand. And you know me, like this summer has been awful. Like I'm
Yeah.
set to break my because, and I think it's because it's summer and fall this month. So I'm set to break my reading slump for the summer this month to read more than 2 books. So that's good. But so where I'm at in White Smoke is definitely more interesting. Um, but it's also like,
I didn't see this.
yeah,
I
type
instead of reading or is we
and he's
chatting.
right here, like right here, looking me dead in my eyes. What can I do for you, sir? Nothing. This is why I don't. This is why typing gets on my nerves. Because then when you give him attention, there's nothing. But if you are talking, you're not giving him nothing. Then it's no. Come, I need to be in the middle of your face so
Listen, the
you
baby
can.
just wants love. He just wants to know that he's loved actively on your mind.
He does. Yeah, I know, baby. I know. But where I'm at in the story, what I like predicted to be a thing is a thing, and I'm like,
With the white father.
oh, not that yet. I haven't gotten that far yet.
Fingers crossed we kick him to the curb.
Yeah. But what I was thinking about the like the haunting that's going on or whatever we're gonna call it was true, and so I'm like, okay, so now are the rest of y'all about to go to jail for this thing that y'all did that didn't really work the way y'all thought it went? Because I'm like confused about what's about to happen. Like there's so many different things, and I'm like, you got less than an hour. I feel like she got like maybe 40 minutes to wrap this up, and I don't
Really?
know how she's gonna do it. I feel like I'm not
Okay,
gonna
hold on. Is Buddy okay?
kinda, sorta. He's alive. He's not dead yet. I got 43 minutes left. So I'm really trying to figure out where she gonna go with this.
Yeah. And what's crazy is I was 5 hours ahead of Shay when she started this book. I slowed down so she could catch up, but then I just never want to pick it up again. I really don't like this book. This is how people get into reading slumps.
Yeah.
Going
Yeah, we
forward,
definitely
we
made
just
a
gonna be in
pact to never do this again.
it at all. Mm-mm,
And the thing
mm-mm.
is that I was telling Britt last night that I think is interesting is me and Britt are like, we may seem like we're alike, but we are very, very different people.
Do we seem like we're like
I feel like we seem like ooh, like we think the same to people, like because we agree so much on things. Like I feel like the impression could be that like we're a lot alike, but we're not,
we're not?
like at all, like at all. And so for us to feel the same about these books is just mind blowing to me. Like more so about like how prevalent the problem is to me, that we both who have completely different like viewpoints on things and think differently and grew up differently, and even like when we discuss the things that we didn't like about the book, they still come down to the same things even if we're coming at it from two different angles, which
Right.
usually we are. So it's just always interesting to me.
Yeah. That's
Ooh, okay, you're on chapter 11 of White Smoke. What do you think, Nicole? I'm
yes,
curious.
let us know. I don't even know what chapter I'm on. I'm on chapter 20. I have 2 hours and 12 minutes left. Um, Deidre had reports to do. How your reports go, Deidre? Nicole's reading The Marriage Contract by Katie Robert and White Smoke. Um, okay.
My
Hello,
boy
AS Renner. Never seen you in this chat before, but welcome. We're glad to have you. Hope you come
I
back. We do this
know.
every Friday. Every Friday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And you can actually catch this one because she's in Germany. So like the other ones we do when we do them at nighttime, it's usually like she sleep. It's the middle of the night for her.
Oh, okay. Okay. It just jumped, but I feel like I didn't miss too much. Yes, I did. I missed Bree coming in. Hello.
You say Bree joined us.
Um, sorry, I'm back. That's not a spicy scene. Mm.
Mm.
Hello to the locked booktician herself. If y'all don't know that something spooky this way comes, then you don't know that Black Aweenathon is coming our way. And Bree is trying to get us information. At this point, if you're not in your place, you haven't been listening. Bree is giving us TikToks where she's serving looks. Bree is giving us lives where she's serving us announcements and recommendations. Bree is giving us Etsy shops where she's serving us a locks collection. At this point, it's feeling a lot like if you don't know, you don't want to know, because she's also serving us amazing co-hosts. You're looking at two of them right now, and all of us are doing nothing but singing something wicked this way comes, because Black Women's is coming, baby, with a capital B for Black. Rated B for Black. Rated B for Black. Coming to a neighborhood near you. Cauldron, pointy hat, and all. That's all I have to say for
No,
now.
I'm definitely titling my Black Arena Thought announcement "Something Spooky This Way Comes." I'm doing that. I'm definitely doing that.
Writers be like, I can give you a bop in 5 seconds. Give me a chance.
Thank you. Well, see, you don't ever know how you turn this stuff on this camera. Bree said, "Shay, them earrings is giving," so I typed it back around.
Yeah, someone else complimented them earlier too.
I love
More
them.
redemptor. Ooh, good luck with college. I don't miss it. He's not dead yet. I don't like the sound of that. Yeah, because I'm telling, if
Right,
something
so
happens
that's
to
what I'm
Buddy,
saying.
I'm
Like,
done.
I'm not to the end of the book, so if he dies, I don't want to say like, nah, he's not dead, and then he dies, and then y'all feel, jaded at me. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if he dies. I don't know.
Yes, absolutely, Cauldron Queen. I feel like if he's not dead at this point, he'll probably be okay. I haven't even gotten to the point where he's in danger, and I feel a way about it. Because after Erica's XXX, I was like, I'm done. Like, I don't like this, and I didn't. It's kind of difficult sometimes to see everything within a book if you're reading audio. So like if there's a content warning on the first page, they didn't read it when the audiobook started. So there were content warnings for certain things that happen in the book. I didn't see them. If there weren't content warnings, I find that irresponsible because there are definitely some things in this book content warnings.
Definitely made me way more aware that I was listening to an audiobook than normal, because there were so many different times where like I was like, I'm pretty sure that's a page break or a paragraph break or whatever.
Right.
It would just jump from now to like the next day at the almost exact same time, and I was just like, wait. And that was the other reason why the first day it took me so long to read. I kept having to go back and rewind because I was like, I feel like I'm missing something.
Yeah.
Something I'm thinking.
For sure. It's just it's a lot. I'm not, y'all know we're not a fan of this.
But with a sprint or two left, I definitely feel like I could finish it on this 1.5 speed, amen.
Amen. So let's get into it. Let's get right the heck on into it. Let's get into it. Into it. Dun 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 dun. Thank you, Nicole. Wow. Yeah. I don't like that. I really find that irresponsible. But y'all look out for that good old live stream Shay and I are gonna be doing September. Keep an eye out, which is a perfect reminder to smash the thumbs up button on this video and ring that bell. Ring that bell.
Do it, girl.
So that you don't miss a single video, because we're gonna announce when the thing is, but we don't know yet. And you might miss the announcement. So you want to just have that notification bell rung so that when we go live, your phone says, hey, them girls about that life again.
Yeah, because definitely, because of the time, we're definitely gonna have to pick it. Because I feel like it can't be the last day of the month, because like everybody's doing a live like those last like 2 days of the month. So we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out, and then we have
y'all
another.
will know by Monday. I'll tweet about it by Monday because it's on my channel this time. So
okay, so actually, you need to be ringing Shay's bell. So head on over to Shay with the Hobbies. That's Shay with THA Hobbies, as you see here. And ring her bell, ring her bell, so that you don't miss it when we go live on her channel. And there comes Titan. He says something is happening at a high frequency. What you doing?
She's singing. That's not me.
He said, Mama, what's going on? I'm trying to smell out the sound I just heard. I guess it's not over here, which reminds me of Sammy. Mari, come quick.
Yeah, I got to the explanation point of that, and I was like, well, I saw that part. See, what I don't play with is you barking at things that ain't there. I'm so glad you was barking at Cleo, because what I don't do is that.
As you're reading White Smoke. Buddy.
I was tweeting about that. I was like, y'all don't pray or christen or do stuff to the house when you first move in. That could be a cultural plus regional thing. I understand, but ain't no way my grandma would have not prayed over the house, and then one of us said, "Oh my Miss Sugar," she would have been praying and dropping blessed oil and calling every pastor she could find. Ain't no way she would have stayed in that house. Nope. Nope, nope, nope.
Listen, times are hard. Times are hard and things are changing. I pray to God that we can remain the same. All I have to say is that love don't have to change. No, it don't have to change. You know that song? It's an old song.
Y'all
Huh?
don't ever do this in real life.
Bye. I mean, we just gonna do one last sprint, one last third, and then we're gonna be up out of here.
Okay.
Y'all get it ready? The last question is on. Actually, we ain't done no stretching. Roll your shoulders up and down. We didn't do any of the last sprint either. But we can't be forgetting to stretch our body because our body is there for us. Woo. Goodness. My shoulders acting like I ain't never loved on them. Up and down. And then just, what is this? My left, whatever this is, left ear to left shoulder. You don't have to push it, just sort of draw it down lightly and feel the stretch over here. Breathe in and exhale. Pull up and then let that right ear drift over to that right shoulder. You don't have to push, just let it fall over. And feel the stretch in the left side of the neck. The dulcet sounds of Shay's dogs barking. Breathe in and out. Let your head sort of roll down like a bowling ball. And just let the weight in your head go. Just sort of let it roll from side to stretch the back of your neck. We never just want to throw our head back because that's not good for your spine. So we just stretch the back of our neck by stretching to the front. There's a message in there for somebody, but I'm not going to give it to you right now. And up. Reach up, up, up through the tip of your longest finger. Just reach toward the sky. Breathe in again. And exhale. All right. Shake your arms out. All right. Take a sip of something hydrating and non-alcoholic. I'm drinking black tea. Okay. I know. I'm not gonna hold Shay on it right now because she's languishing. Okay. Let's get into this last 30-minute sprint. Oh, me and these wrong buttons.
You, Alicia. I'm with you. Like I have never saged it, but I definitely still. I don't know who was here before me. I gotta pray. You might have left something behind. No, no, no.
It'd be like that. Did I put the second question up on the board? I'll put it up in a second.
Yeah.
I did. Okay. Y'all, and 3, 2, 1, turn them pages. Yo, that scared the crap out of me. And I'm not even gonna lie to you, I'm still working on this picture query because here's the thing. I've already given enough of my time and peace of mind to white smoke, and that's just the truth. So I will read it later today, but like I'm trying to make this pitch voice query pop because your girl got goals. So it will be finished. I'm gonna probably bump up that speed like to at least 1.5. I think I have mine on maybe 1.2. Um, but for deck, I'm sure we pumping it all the way up.
But yeah, it's on 1.5 for me, and this
That's good.
last part has been a little harder to get through, only because like it's so much like so many things being revealed coming like at you super fast in this last like 40 minutes. It's really weird. But
So when I pumped mine up to 1.5 speed, it said I had an hour and 30 minutes left instead of 2 hours and 12 minutes. So we definitely gonna keep that energy.
see, what's weird is so mine won't adjust.
What do you mean?
Mine
Oh,
still
oh,
says
oh!
like,
I'm on Audible though.
oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. That makes sense. Yeah, yeah. I'm on script and like I was like, it don't it say the same time. So I'm still like guesstimating when I'm done because I know it's not gonna be 32 minutes actually, but that's how much time is left in the
In
book.
the book, yeah, I have Audible, so different processing systems, I
I
guess
thought
maybe.
you had returned it and read it on
I
script.
tried to, but then they told me, y'all, it's so stressful. Like writing is so stressful.
It is.
I'm just talking back and forth with someone who's giving me feedback on my query letter for Pitch Wars, and it's just stressful. She's being so helpful. So huge shout out to her. If any of y'all are doing Pitch Wars, Kat Hillis, and her handle is at KE Hillis, HILLIS, has like offered her services to do pitch war query letter critiques for marginalized
Oh, the
writers.
one that you sent me the link, the tweet to.
Yes, yeah. So she's doing that from now until the application deadline closes, and she's like, "We'll work on it together until it's solid," which is super generous because some people are like, "I'll do a pass," and then you got it. But she's really going back and forth with me. It's so helpful. Um, and she's not giving me feedback that I haven't heard before about as opposed as concerning where my story starts, but like I just don't have time to change where the story starts between now and the 26th, and I'm not trying to bring that kind of stress on my life. I told myself after last pitch wars that I would never again be working on a story so close to the deadline. Like it is where it is where it is. Decide if you want to put it in the ring or not. But if you're gonna put it in the ring, just go in the ring as is. You're not gonna be doing no last minute cuts. And she's like, could you just cut the first 6 chapters of the story, like cut part one essentially and have it start in the second world? And it's like, no, because the POV shifts and the protagonist is not speaking for the first 3 chapters of part two. So I would have to rewrite that entire thing for it to be her. And it's like, nah, that wouldn't work. Um, but anyway, that was a hard pivot. Let's talk about the people in the chat who we're reading. But yeah, no, white smoke. Uh, uh, Emma
Yeah.
Ray had to leave us. Nicole said if her least favorite read of the year was a food, it would be a durian fruit because it caused her to be physically ill. What book? I should have said, and what book is it? What book are you talking about?
All right, because I'm
She said it's
curious.
the smell for her. It's the smell for her. Her gag reflex won't allow her to even taste it. Hey, Erica. This is another spooky co-host of Black Awinathon, which is rated what? B for Black. The liver.
I hate
Her
liver.
least favorite read would be a liver. Y'all, what these books is? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? Right? I'm like, we got durian fruit, we got livers up in this piece. Like, what y'all talking about?
Okay, so I'm about to get deep on y'all with mine.
Oh, here we go.
because my least favorite book of the year, if it was a food, it would be chitterlings. Because for some reason, there are still some black people who swear by it, and then there are those of us who are woke and realize that just because we were given scraps and told they were delicacies doesn't mean we have to continue to eat them. So there's that. That's how I feel about the book, my least favorite book of the year.
Yeah. I Denise said retweet.
Denise. Yeah, I just looked at that. I was like, ooh, I know she about to have something to say. She was just bragging about this book to me. Ah,
Denise! Denise! Why? Wait, wait. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Because we could wait. Hold on. Because
all right, Kevin Hart.
I just have to collect myself because this is the second time I'm being verbally assaulted on my own channel. Because first it was with Deidre when we were talking about Redemptor, and who said it? Was it Vina? Who said it? I think it was Vina, where she was like, I gave Redemptor a 4. I liked Ray Bearer better. Who's on? Who on? Not booked in. I'm sorry, I'm scaring your dogs. They said, what's wrong with her? Not booked and busy cooked that book. I actually haven't watched that's Aaron, right? I haven't, not Aaron, another Aaron. I haven't watched the booked and busy video in a minute. Let me go over there and see what she got to say.
Yeah, I don't think I watched her at all. So
it's been a minute. I used to watch it when I first started YouTube, but then I found people closer to my own age. Stop it. I was looking around. I found her. I liked her content. I watched it, but we actually don't read the same kind of books. I think she reads like more like Sarah J. Maas type stuff. I don't know. From what I saw initially, maybe I just didn't watch it long enough to see. But regardless,
hey Alicia, I'm sorry, she just followed me on Twitter, so I was saying.
I was like, what? It was in a multi-book wrap up. What did she say? Because I actually don't want to have to go over to her channel and figure it out. I'm about to get kicked out. It would be bacon.
So I have two questions. Does that mean your least favorite book of the year was still utterly amazing, or or does it mean you prefer not to eat the pork? Because either one of those, I completely understand. But you know.
Oh, colonization, savage. Oh yeah, now he gonna give you a fight scene. What? He said, pay attention. Um, so from a writer's perspective, and I'm saying this now as like someone who's writing a YA fantasy manuscript that is like has heavy Roman influences and so is more like, I almost said cage fighting. That's not a thing. Like fighting in the Colosseum and that sort of like brutality. So I appreciate his representation because it's not pretty. And there is a savagery to it. There is nothing humane about medieval fighting or Roman style fighting. It is savage. And I don't think that Evan Winters based Rage of Dragons world building or fighting off of Roman medieval culture. But I do get a very medieval feel from it. And in that way, I was like, well, this is accurate. Like, and at the same time as he's infusing it with a magic system, right? Because then they have that sort of like hell space that they can send their spirits to. So I really, really liked the blending of medieval culture with his unique magic system. And it was brutal, which is why I had to like wait to do a buddy read with Booking It with the Tia. She got a buddy group together to read it. And I was like dragging my feet until a certain point in the book, and then I was running. I was getting it. And then when the Fires of Vengeance, the second book in that series, came out, I was like, it was good. So yes, it was a slower start because I was like, what? I had to get adjusted. But at a certain point, I was really vibing with it, and the protagonist Tao, I was like, you're bad for my health, bro. Like you're just being reckless. You're just being reckless. But I really liked both of those books, and I'm hyped for us in the same way that I'm hyped for middle grade Black boys to be able to have a sort of Percy Jackson of their time that's a Black character. I love that for them, that they have Tristan Strong. And I love for older Black boy readers that they could have Tao, that they could have this Rage of Dragons series. I don't know if it's going to be a trilogy, but I really wish I wish a series for them. I wish much content for them. So if it's a series, I love that for them. But I really like it. But 100% it's brutal, and they begin savage with it. So listen, we all books can't be as PC as we are in real life, because in real life they just go say how they feel. But I definitely get that it's an acquired taste, because it's gruesome. It is gruesome. I'd be in a cemetery book. Aaron says she hates bacon. Vegan is still offended. Well, listen, you gotta have solidarity.
I also love how Santa was like, no, Shay, no. Bacon is bacon. It's not pork. It's a completely different. You know what? You're right. You're right. Cause you're right. You're right. Cause I definitely be eating turkey bacon. So there's that. But oddly enough, I don't like how salty turkey bacon is. Like it's just like way too salty. It's bothering me. Erica, go home. Erica, stop.
Here you come.
Stop, Erica.
Here you come being messy. And I told myself I wasn't going to click on that comment, and then I just did it because I was just like, I'm doing too many things.
But also, Aaron, you are totally fine in hating bacon. I hate grits,
do what you
and
do.
Lots of Black people eat grits. I hate grits, cream of wheat, malto meal, any of those little. I can't do it. Can't do it. Make me sick.
Tell me how you feel about it. Is military it is very military. Let me know what you think about The Unbroken, because I want to read it too, especially after her interview with Injuri, and I think it was her that was talking about violent Black women, and I was like, we want more, we want more, we want more. Give me all the violence from
I
Black
love
women.
it. I love it. Also, FYI, because I don't think I said it, but if you watch my channel, then you know my least favorite book of the year is Black Book.
Right. I was like, I know exactly what she's talking about. Rage of Dragons, I love it. I love it. But I have to say, I don't have no beef with Aaron, because Erica gonna have me out here. Like I don't have an issue with her. I never felt anything about her maturity. I was like, you making living a career look real good, and those are my feelings. And then I just found people on BookTube who I was like, I vibe with y'all even more. And I never had a relationship. I was subscribed to her. I still am, actually. It's all good. Erica, stop it. Stop it right now.
Childish. Okay, so hold on. Let me clarify a few things. So, I know Britt has heard the story, but I don't know if the rest of y'all have it. So, okay, so my grandma raised me, and I grew up in a very, very, very poor home. And so my grandma had this thing where it was like for breakfast, it's either rice, oatmeal, or cream of wheat. And your girl could do the rice, she could do the oatmeal, but for some reason, every time I would have to try to eat cream of wheat, I'd get one bite in and I'd throw up every single time. And so I want to say I got to be 10, and I grew grandma is one of those people that wake up in the morning and start cooking, and that's yo, wake up. You smell the food, and that's how you wake up in the morning, right? And so I walked into the kitchen. I'm the last one to wake up for the day, and I see there's a pot of cream of wheat, and I was like, "Oh, you just wanted to whoop me this morning. I'm gonna go back to bed." and I walk back to my room and go back to sleep. Because of course, in the house I grew up in, you don't eat your food. Not only you go to bed hungry, you get a whooping for wasting her food. So there's that. From that day forward, she never made me eat cream of wheat because I was just like I have not eaten it, and I gladly take these whoopings. Not gladly. Let me stop lying. I will take these whoopings, but I don't like this food. I'm not a grain person. Like I don't like wheat crackers. Wheat bread I can do, but like I can't do wheat pasta. Like just I don't like the taste of it. It don't work. But you make you some butter, some butter bread and buttered toast and biscuits and rice and all of that stuff. I got you. But them grains, your girl don't do them grains. I don't, and have not. I will say I probably could like them as an adult. Have I tried them? Nope. Nope. Ain't tried grits, cream of wheat, or malto meal since I was like 12. It's not a thing. Not no.
Erica, we love you. We love you. We all expect it at this point. Didn't we already say the last one black woman speak that we are now onto it? Like we're on game as to just you. We understand now that you're gonna wake up and choose violence every day. And that's, we all have choices to make.
Actually, y'all are the exact same age. Okay, we didn't need that clarification.
Right.
But we appreciate you because now we got something to chuckle about backstage.
And now you got Shay going. We have nothing to talk about backstage. Listen. Y'all have all been wonderful. We're 12 minutes past our usual time. Y'all have a wonderful weekend and the rest of your FriYAY. Smash that like button if you're watching now or on the replay. I never did my intro. Whatever. I'm Britt. This is my channel, Britt Vitally, booking off YouTube, literature and culture, writing vlogs, book reviews, original content such as poetry. This is my co-host, Shay.
Oh, is that my cue to? Okay.
That is your cue.
Okay, I'm KaShay. My channel is Shay with the Hobbies. I write short stories, poetry, and the occasional, very rarely seen blog posts. But October's coming. I'm gonna do better. Hold me to it, y'all. I will be continuing to live tweet the last 30 minutes of me finishing White Smoke. So if you want to continue to get your 6 chuckles that Cat Williams says, also I just want to leave y'all with the information that someone hypothetically asked Cat Williams if he would do a versus with Kevin Hart, and Cat said that wouldn't be fair. And I was like, the truth that this man speaks. So, if y'all would join me in coming together, because where 2 or 3 are gathered, I would appreciate us praying for Cat Williams to do a versus with Kevin Hart, because it's the thing that the culture doesn't know they need. That's my outro.
Y'all have a wonderful FriYAY. Thank you for hanging in with us. We read for an hour today, but the conversation was still entertaining. Y'all be easy. Bye.